It's been 2 months, so I'm back. Starting out, my goal is that I'll make a new video every 2 months. So that'll add up to like 6 videos a year. That's already more than I expect to make, so you guys should be grateful. Actually, starting now, I'm gonna challenge myself to making a new video every week.
Hey y'all, come look at this.
This isn't my typical video, but I know there are also many other skinny guys out there like me that were trying to gain weight before and had no idea how to do it. And I honestly didn't think it was possible until I actually committed myself to it. I'm gonna give you guys some tips on what has worked for me. And if you guys follow these, it'll take time to gain muscle. You're not gonna turn into Adama Traore in one day. Well, I'm an exception, but maybe you guys won't. I'm not a fitness trainer, I'm not a bodybuilder. These are just things that have worked for me. Tip number 1, and the most important tip, is your diet. What I said for myself was trying to eat 3,000 calories a day. And how I did that, I use this app called MyFitnessPal. Well, I use it at the start to like just see how many calories I was eating typically, and then I would, based on that, I would change my diet and add stuff or take stuff out. I'd recommend that you use that app for a few days or so just to see how your diet is at the time, and then work on it from there, add more food, and see which foods are giving you a lot of calories and which foods aren't. It also helps give you a lot of other information, which is cool, but the most important thing is eating a lot. The most important thing with eating a lot is making sure that you eat good calories instead of bad calories. Make sure you're not going to Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out, McDonald's, whatever, 5 times a day, because that is not going to be good for you. You can go there every so often, maybe like once a week if you want, or once a month. I try to go I typically go once a month or so. I don't really care to eat that stuff anymore. After a while, I just started not to enjoy it as much. So make sure you're eating the right calories instead of the wrong ones. I'm going to put a list up for you guys here, and you guys can pick from these foods. Summarize things up, make sure you eat a lot, eat healthy, and I'd aim for 3,000 calories. And if you're more active, like you're going to play, you're practicing every day or something, maybe try to eat 3,500 calories. Just add more the more work you do. That's what I'd probably say. Tip number 2 is progressive overload. A lot of you will probably be asking, what is progressive overload? And to sum it up in simple terms, is just increasing the weight of what you're lifting or the amount of sets over time, just so your body can adjust and get stronger. What I've been doing specifically is doing 3 sets of every exercise 1 week. Then the next week I would do 4 sets of the same exercises. And then after that, I'll go back to 3 sets, but add more weight or add more reps. Let's say push-ups, I would do 15 push-ups or 25 push-ups 1 week, then 4 sets of 25 the next week, and then after that I would do 30 push-ups for 3 sets. So it just works like that, and then you go up and up. But more recently, what I've been doing with push-ups is just going from a flat push-up to more declined, and I'm going to keep going like that because it supposedly gets more stress on the upper body. I'm not a professional trainer or whatever, that's just what I heard about. A lot of you may not have weights or anything to do this with because of we're in a pandemic right now, so it's going to be hard to like go to the gym or buy weights. So you can do it with push-ups, pull-ups. Just make sure you do more reps each week, but don't push yourself too hard, because as you guys saw with me, I pushed myself too hard and then I got injured because of that. Just make sure you do it smart. I think with push-ups and pull-ups you're less likely to get injured because it's less weight and your body will stop you. I don't know, that's just how I feel, but I think your body will stop you faster. To sum things up for tip number 2, just add more weight or reps over time, and that'll lead to your muscles getting stronger. And tip number 3, and I think this will be the final tip, is making sure that you go to failure on your last set or every set. It depends on what you prefer. A lot of people say that going to failure is the best in every set, but for me, I haven't particularly tried that. What I do is go do my certain sets I do my certain reps for set 1 and 2, 3, whatever. Then on the last set, I'll go to failure. The most important thing is that at the end of the workout, you feel like you couldn't have done more. if you stop and you could have done more reps, you're wasting your potential to grow more muscle. To sum things up, when you go to the gym, make sure you know that you put in all your effort and you know that your muscles are tired and you couldn't have done more. Because if you don't, you're just wasting your potential. I think that's it. If there's any more information I have, I'll put it in the description. And if you guys have any questions, I'll try to answer them. I'm not a bodybuilder or anything, a personal trainer. I hope these tips work for you and my fellow skinny guys can gain some weight, because I know the struggle and I've been there. I'm still there, I'm still skinny. I'm not saying I'm massive, okay? But I'm gaining weight slowly and it takes time. You need to be consistent with everything. That's how you get better at everything. That's the key to just getting better at everything. Practice and consistency. Just slowly repping, getting better, slowly bringing things up, like I said. Progressive overload. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in 1 week. Yeah.
Robinson gets the first hit of 4. It's a homer into the left field stand.
I don't ever wanna speak again. I'd rather see the end and do what we began. You're gone and this shit ain't just gonna